Hey everyone, the puppy poisoners at ITR are out at their little picnic table today, and we like to stop by on a regular basis and destroy their outdoor lunch. So let's get a zoom on them first. There we go. Let's get it done here with Malcolm and Marina. Okay, everybody inside. Let's go. Puppy poisoners inside. Anybody who poisons puppies for a living is not permitted to enjoy their little picnic lunch. That's how it works. Get used to it. Puppy poisoners inside. Monkey murderers inside.
Got your faces on camera.
That's how it goes. That's how it works. We're on public property, disrupting your lunch on your little picnic table because you all poison puppies for a living.
It's disgusting what you people do to these animals.
Your children are gonna fucking hate you for this.
Disgusting what you people do to these animals, pumping them full of poison. They don't deserve this.
Your children are.
How would you guys like to be in a cage, be tortured every day with poison and chemicals, being cut open and thrown into garbage bags like trash? These animals don't deserve this. They should be free, not in this crap hole, getting killed for nothing.
Okay, there's one going inside. One so far, one fleeing inside. We'll get the rest.
Shame on you! Shame on you for what you do to these animals!
So far, one of you has fled inside. You can pretend you're the little hardcore puppy poisoners and you're not bothered. It's physically impossible to not be bothered by deafening megaphones roaring in your ears and sensibilities. You can try to pretend all you want. You're going to be tough today. I guess you're the tough hardcore. You're the toughest of the tough, poisoning little puppies and monkeys with pesticides.
Do you care? Do you care about these animals? You're stealing their lives. You're taking their lives from them. Not only with these cruel experiments, but they have to spend these entire lives in these crappy little cages. They breed these dogs on a goddamn farm in Florida. They're transported to this shithole for you guys to do medieval fucking experiments on them. That's disgusting. What the hell do your children think of you? What do your parents think of you? I think you people are gross and disgusting, and I hate what you're doing. It is an abomination, this place. ITR is an abomination of the human race. It's goddamn sick. It makes me angry. It makes me sad what you're doing to these animals. You people are sick and disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourselves.
ITR! ITR! ITR, shut them down! 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 Puppy poisoners, shut them down! Puppy poisoners, shut them down!
Puppy poisoners, shut them down!
So we know all about your little internal memo advising you to not to depart the picnic tables when we show up because you don't want to encourage us to protest. You think that if you don't depart your little picnic table in between poisoning monkeys, that we won't show up anymore. That's not how it works. Because let me reiterate, it is physically impossible for you to enjoy a picnic when deafening megaphones are raging in your ears and sensibilities. So you can stick it out as long as you want, so shall we. Enjoy it.
You killed defenseless little animals for a job. These animals have done nothing to you. These animals Listen, just like children, you guys are no better than child molesters and pedophiles. You're disgusting people. This is fucking disgusting what you do to these animals. You guys should be in jail for what you're doing. These animals don't deserve to be mistreated like this. Get their guts ripped out. Disgusting.
We are vilifying the name ITR on social media. Millions and millions of people around the world have seen what you do. They've seen it on W5, the Montreal Gazette, the National Post, the New York Times, the Washington Post, Facebook, Instagram, thousands of accounts, millions of shares. Two more. You held out for a little while, but you can't take it. Two more of you are fleeing inside because you don't like discomfort. You don't like discomfort. You don't like noise. How do you think the animals feel about the discomfort of poison and force feeding? Thank you for your compassion. How do you think the animals feel about being caged so you can make money? How do you think they feel?
The whole world's watching you. Everybody knows how ITR mistreats these animals. It's a goddamn shame that you're getting away with this for now. Everybody's watching. We know your faces are going online. Your friends and your family are going to know what you do to these animals. And they're going to encourage you to stop, just like we're encouraging you to stop right now. Just stop what you're doing.
Thank you for your compassion. All these people driving by, honking, peace signs, thumbs up. People don't like you. Do you want to become likable? Do you want to become a functioning member of your community? Stop being a sadist who tortures animals for money!
Shame on you! Shame on you for what you're doing to these animals! Don't you have a heart? Don't you care what you're doing? You make a choice every day to come into work to this place, to make money on the backs of these animals. These animals are dying so you can go home. It's disgusting! Disgusting what you people do! Hundreds of animals in here are being tortured to death for nothing, for bad science. This is gross. So many people are watching and know what you do. We went to City Hall the other week and showed the mayor and the council what you're doing, and you're going to get your license taken away, and the city's going to take these animals out of here, and you're going to be out of a job. It's disgusting. Do they pay you enough to sit here and listen to us? Is that what they told you? Disgusting people! Disgusting people. Why do so many of you smile and laugh when you depart your little puppy torture chamber at 4:30? Thank you so much for smiling into our phones and our social media and the eyes of the world, revealing that you enjoy it. You are sadists. You are mentally ill and you need help. You can pretend that you're enjoying your little lunch with the world's most powerful megaphones roaring in your ears. But no one's fooled. No one is fooled. No one's fooled by your little game, puppy poisoners. That's how it works. You have the right to poison and cage and confine and beat and slap and poison and tear apart animals. And we have the right to stand on public property and make your lives miserable. Oh, two of you had a little meeting inside. Let's go sit at the picnic table and pretend it doesn't bother us. Or you're walking by the picnic table. I guess you're not going to be the 6 out of 200 people here who want to play a little game. Where's the other 194 of you? 6 of you are playing your little game that you're not bothered. Where's the other 194 shoving tubes into the bellies and down the throats of beagles and monkeys and piglets and rabbits and rats and mice? guys can stop what you're doing to these animals at any time. Any second, any minute, you can walk away from this place, walk away from this crap excuse for a job. You don't have to do this. You don't have to poison animals to death. You don't have to cut open dogs and throw them in garbage bags to be taken out with the trash. You don't have
Donna
to do
Byrne.
this. It's your choice.
Hardcore activist, animal activist Donna Byrne, hardcore animal activist Marina Laloon,
You make a choice,
and hardcore animal activist Malcolm Klimovich.
Don't do anything like this. It's not normal. It's not normal to go into a job knowing that you're going to torture animals to death for profits. Think of these animals' lives being stolen from them. How many years, how many months do they have to live here in confinement? In steel cages, not being able to touch the grass, not being able to interact with other animals of their own
We
species.
see you running away. Not even looking at us.
These dogs, these monkeys, are just like us. They look into your eyes. They trust you. You betray their trust. You take it away and you stab them in the back, literally. You cut their flesh open and throw it in a garbage bag like trash. That is abnormal. That is psychopath. That's what psychopaths do. They torture animals. They go to jail. Society thinks you people are pieces of trash, and so do I. I'm sick of coming here and protesting, you idiots. Stop torturing these animals.
Stop torturing these animals. We had a little meeting, a few of us here at ITR, and we said, okay, when those guys show up again with their megaphones, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sit at the picnic table and we're not going to budge. We're going to pretend we're not bothered by having a volcano in our ears. And when we don't leave our little picnic, they're not going to come back because they don't get the gratification of seeing us walk inside. That's not how it works, and you know why? Because we're not colossally stupid. We know the pain that you feel hearing the words of truth through our megaphones. ITR! ITR! Puppy poisoners! Monkey murderers! Pig poisoners! Rabbit rippers! Mouse murderers! Rat rippers! Puppy poisoners! Monkey murderers! Pig poisoners! Mouse murderers! Rabbit rippers! Mouse murderers!
You people are psychopaths.
Smiling.
Smiling and trying to pretend to read her
Your
book.
slice of watermelon
Reading her book.
before you go back into work and cut a beagle's throat. You sick, sick people. Nobody should be around you. You're gonna get your children taken away, you scumbags. Children should be around you. Animals should be around you. You people are worse than pedophiles, child rapists, molesters. Disgusting! You're on the same level as those pieces of scum! Chomo!
They will know what you do.
You are now passing ITR Labs, home of puppy poisoners. Do you know what they do in here? They force-feed pesticides to puppies. Wow, he looks disgusted. A thumbs down to you. He looks disgusted. With ITR, let me ask you a question. How can someone work in a facility whose name has become internationally vilified? How can you work in a place where you can't even mention the name of your employer at a cocktail party because you know, thank you so much for your support in Terranord. Wow, did you hear that, guys? People don't like you. How can you work here and not even ever be able to tell anybody where you work? Because you know, if you say, "Oh, I work at ITR." ITR? Wait a second! Didn't I see them on W5? Poisoning and beating and slapping puppies? What does it feel like to work at a place where you can't disclose the name of it. How does it feel?
Most of your colleagues have already quit. We know that there's hundreds of open postings for this job, and that most of your colleagues have left. Are you the only ones left who don't have a heart?
I want all of you right now, take your hand, rub it on the grass, feel how nice it is to have your hand touch the lawn, touch the grass, and feel the sun. And then think about all the animals in these crappy steel cages that'll never ever get to feel the grass on their feet. They'll never ever get to feel the sun on their face. They'll never ever get to know love from someone.
Thank you for your compassion. Thank you, trucker after trucker, honking their support for what we do, honking their disgust for what you do. Is the $40 or $60 or $80,000 really worth it? Is it worth it to be vilified, to be disliked, hated even by people in your community? What about your kids? Do you tell your kids what you do? Daddy, what do you do for a living? Well, I work at a lab. Well, a lab? Which lab? Well, it's called the ITR. And the kid goes to his phone and he Googles ITR. Oh my God, Daddy, no! Not this ITR! How can you work here? What the fuck?
How do people do this every day? Coming in here and taking the lives of these animals. You people are like vampires, stealing lives. These animals don't deserve to be here. They don't deserve to know that you guys don't care. You people are soulless. You people are heartless. You people have no compassion. They're going to try to ignore the truth, but we will keep coming.
So there's some holdouts here. Hang on a second, folks. There's a few holdouts at a picnic table. What they do is they have a little, they see our social media in which we show up here with the megaphones. They all flee inside from their little picnic lunch. So then they have a little discussion or an internal memo goes around, perhaps encouraging people to stay strong, stick it out at the picnic table, because when you flee inside, you encourage the protesters to come back. But they must think we are monumentally stupid. This megaphone here, this Thunder Power 1200, Malcolm's Pile megaphone, it's physically impossible for you to have 1 second of peace while those are blasting you from 50 feet away. So they can play their little game, it doesn't matter. Several of them have already fled inside. This is a living hell for their sensibilities. It doesn't cause any damage because we're at a distance to prevent that, but it's a living hell in terms of not being able to have a moment of peace because they don't give these animals a moment of peace. More protesters are here. There's a few holdouts. Thanks, guys.
We got more protesters showing up to disrupt the little lunch.
Wow, 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 wow.
How are you able to bear that noise? Play your little game. You're pretty tough. Why don't you come out on the street? Why don't you come to the street and have a little talk with us? What are you afraid of? You're tough with animals. Why don't you ever come to the street? Thank you. Woo! Yeah! Skeleton Truck Lines. Love you, baby. Rock on, Skeleton Truck Lines. Remember, Skeleton Truck Lines, ITR Labs, people, poison puppies with pesticides. Did you guys hear that? Every trucker on the planet who rolls by here loves animals, loves us, and is disgusted by what you're doing.
You guys need to do something better with your lives. Make better choices, or you don't have to torture animals to death. This is not normal. What you're doing for work is not normal. Animal testing is illegal in different places all over the world because people think it's disgusting. People are ashamed of people like you. They don't like you. They think you're disgusting. We think you're psychopaths. You in the white coat there, how can you sit here and carry on a conversation knowing that you're going to go back into work in like 10 minutes and be part of fucking animals dying?
Folks, when you get a chance, come to ITR in your lunch break and destroy their lunch, because they destroy animals. Hello, activists. Danny and Olivia. Guys, I'm going to give you my megaphone. All right, I'm going to give these hardcore activists my megaphone. Danny, all yours. Go nuts. All right, it's already on full. Here we go. Danny and Olivia. Yeah, it's good to go. You just press this button here on the right, and it's good to go. You can even put a strap on your shoulder if you. All right, great. Yeah. All right, go for it, guys.
How do you guys sleep? How do you guys sleep at night? Is that the only job you can find, scumbags? What do you tell your families you do for a living? You torture animals all day. You are disgusting people.
Just try this.
What went wrong? What happened to you? When did it all go wrong for you?
And if you hang this on your shoulder too, it's easier because you don't have to hold it. It's so heavy. There is a siren. Yeah, just point it that way. And then the siren is this button here. You just press it. Okay, great. Everybody get a Thunder Power 1200. Thunder Power 1200 is where it's at.
Animals alone. Most people help animals when they're sick and injured. You people are the opposite. You people don't help animals.
All right.
You people are animal torturers. You people are scum. Look at us! Look at us!
All right, everybody.
Look at us on the street!
On your lunch break, if you're in Montreal, visiting Montreal, please. I encourage you, I urge you, I exhort you to come by ITR Labs, the ultimate animal torture chamber in Montreal. It's in the community of Baie d'Urfé on the West Island of Montreal. Come by and ruin their lunch. Make this job one that very few people will ever want to take. That's what it's all about. By vilifying the name of their employer on social media, by destroying their little lunches, their little picnic lunches, what we do is we make this a less and less desirable job, obviously. And they have a high vacancy rate. At about 20%. The last time we looked on Indeed, they had about a 20% of the positions here at the ITR Torture Chamber were not filled. So it's working. Much more to come. You'll be seeing some social media about major things happening this summer and fall vis-a-vis ITR. Stand by for that.